Hi, my name is Gwenaviere, and this is a shout-out to popularity.
What are you most proud of about the album so far? Is there anything accomplished? Is there anything that you accomplished that you never thought that you would pull off?
Definitely writing with all these different producers. I mean, I've had the opportunity to write with someone that is Circuit, who's worked with Britney Spears. And the chemistry was great. I got to work with Ari Levine from the Sneezingtons, who happened to do Bruno Mars's record. So, I mean, I've worked with a bunch of people on the record that have already worked with some pretty successful artists, and I just never thought it would be that great for a first record.
Out of all those well-known producers that you worked with on that album, who taught you the most valuable lesson?
I'd say Ari Levine. We actually had the chance to write with him in LA right before the Grammys, and I think that, even though he's been so successful, I think the lesson is that no matter how successful you are, it's always good to be down to earth and give other people the opportunity to write with anyone, Mm-hmm. And he was amazing. He showed up early. He worked till we wanted to finish. Hard work does really pay off, and he definitely showed that.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say the following song titles? First one, Crazy Crazy.
The first thing that comes to mind, well, Crazy Crazy is definitely a song that's in your face, and it's about a girl pursuing a guy of her interest, and it's just about, not being shy. It's about two people being in love with each other, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a cheesy fairy tale, because I think that's kind of boring. I think it's like the chance for us girls to be wild. So that's what I want people to get out of the song.
What about Beautiful Ugly?
It's definitely a song for, again, girls, going out to a bar or, going out for the night. It's about a girl pursuing a guy in a bar, and she's dancing with him. And then at first she thinks he's really good looking, and then she looks up, the lights hit his face, and then she's just like, oh my gosh, totally not who I thought he was. So it's just kind of, a chance for girls to just have a little bit of fun.
Can you talk a bit about some of the highs and the lows that you've gone through while creating the album?
It started off with a good start. I mean, it's always a process finding producers. It doesn't just happen all at once because, again, I'm a new artist, and you kind of have to go around producer schedules. It's so inconsistent, it took me 8 months to finish the record, so the first few months I'd done, 5 or 6 songs, and Amir Epstein and I wrote the song, so it could have taken us a month to write all these songs, but finding producers took, months at a time. So there was a lot of waiting around, which was kind of difficult, but now that the record's done, it's just, from now on, just touring and playing as many shows as I can. So I'm looking forward to that.
What are the key challenges that you faced during your creative process?
To be honest, I don't really think there was. I mean, I was so ready to write the record. Amir Epstein is an incredible songwriter. He's amazing at writing choruses, and we just would come up with song ideas, and, an example would be Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. We kind of did a spin-off of that on the record called Love for Tonight, and we just came up with that idea, and just from there we just started writing like crazy.
What would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned about yourself?
The biggest thing that, I was initially in a band, and I really wanted to pursue the band thing at first. I didn't really think a solo project was really in my future, but as soon as I started doing it, I just knew that this is something I really want to do, and I've finally been able to voice my opinion in all my songs. Every one of my songs has a message in it for, people, and I really am excited for people to hear it and, enjoy it, hopefully. So that's what I'm looking forward to. My music video as well. I'm shooting that in about a month, which is really exciting, and doing it alone, I actually prefer.
Is there a song of yours that you enjoy the most or enjoy performing the most?
I think, the majority of my songs, all of them, I mean, I love every single song on my record. That's what I think that's very different, A lot of people have, the 2 or 3 go-to songs, but I really and truly believe that everything on my record has a meaning and a purpose, and I love performing them all.
Did any of the songs take a different direction than you initially envisioned?
Yeah, there's a few songs that are kind of on the different sides of the spectrum. I mean, there's one that's extremely happy sounding, but the lyrics are very dark. I mean, I didn't think, coming from a rock background, I didn't really think that I would go that happy, but after, being in the studio and having those dark lyrics, I actually really enjoyed the song. And then there's another realm of the spectrum where I went really dark with my lyrics and really dark with the vibe of the song. And I don't know, it just turned out that way, and I actually really like it.